Hello everyone, welcome back to the POPSICLE KNIGHT channel. My name is Joseph, and today we're taking a look at an up-to-date Vivid Voltage list for my Morpeko VMAX hit and run build. But before that, I want to first thank you for taking the time to check out this video, and please leave a like to this video, hit that thumbs up. This actually helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, getting this video to more viewers like you. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and feel free to share this content. So let's get started. You might be asking, Morpeko VMAX can hit and run? Of course! After the memory energy rotated out, this particular build could only be played in expanded format. But now, with the help of Memory Capsule, which allows you to use attacks of the Pokemon's previous evolutions, we can now use Morpeko V's Electro Wheel attack. For 2 lightning and 1 colorless, it can deal 150 base damage, after which you have to discard 1 energy from Morpeko, and you have to switch it with one of your benched Pokemon. I have 2 recycle energy to help with this, since we will be using this attack a lot. Instead of discarding the recycle energy, it will just simply go back into your hand so you can keep reusing it. Morpeko V by itself though, having only 170 HP, can get easily knocked out. So by evolving it to Morpeko VMAX, it can tank more hits. But not only that, it allows you to use Morpeko VMAX's one and only attack, Max Discharge. For 2 lightning and 1 colorless, it deals 180 base damage and 20 damage to all of your opponent's benched Pokemon. But be warned, you will be giving up 3 prize cards with Morpeko VMAX, and 300 HP is a very reachable one-hit knockout nowadays. Again, we will be centering our strategy mainly on the Electro Wheel attack, which allows you to hit and switch with your benched Pokemon. And so we'll be pairing Morpeko VMAX with Galarian Cursola, with the ability Perish Body. If this Pokemon is knocked out by an attack, you flip a coin, and if it's heads, the attacking Pokemon gets knocked out, and you get prize cards for it. But be warned, you won't always get heads, so expect to lose a prize card. But at least it isn't 3 prize cards like Morpeko VMAX, right? And you get that chance of getting prize cards for yourself with a coin flip. And so this will be my main go-to Pokemon to switch out with. Another option we have is Lily's Pokédoll, so you don't have to give up a prize card when you switch out with Morpeko VMAX. So we have 2 copies of this in the deck. So Galarian Cursola and Lily's Pokédoll will be our main walls for this build. Some of the things that counters this strategy though is Boss's Orders, which allows your opponent to just move Morpeko VMAX into the active. And also this strategy becomes more difficult if your opponent has Fion with a Whirlpool ability, because it forces you to move your Pokemon out of the active. So just watch out for these. As for support, I have 2 copies of Snorlax with the Gourmandize ability. While it ends your turn, it allows you to draw cards until you have 7 in your hand. Really good for early setup. 1 copy of Dedenne-GX for its Dedenne Change ability. Tapu Koko Prism Star to help energize Morpeko using discarded energy. And a 2/2 line of Electrode with the Buzzap Generator ability. You give up a prize card in exchange for getting 2 energies from your deck and attach them to any of your lightning type Pokemon. As for the rest of the deck, I have 3 Evolution Incense, 1 Ordinary Rod, 3 Quick Ball, 3 Switch, 1 Tool Scrapper, 1 Chaotic Swell Stadium, 1 Boss's Orders, 1 Cynthia and Caitlyn, 1 Malo and Lana, 3 Marnie, 2 Oleana. Yes, I'm giving up some consistency to counter our opponent's Boss's Orders, but this is really good late game, which will prevent our opponent from gusting our Morpeko VMAX. Next, we have 2 Professor's Research, 1 Skyla, 2 Air Balloon mainly for our Cursola, because if our opponent decides not to knock it out, we can just retreat back into Morpeko VMAX and continue attacking. And 2 Memory Capsule. Morpeko VMAX bench damage though is really good for chipping away at your opponent's other Pokemon. So while this deck focuses mainly on the hit and run strategy, we can use Tool Scrapper to remove the Memory Capsule off of Morpeko VMAX and replace it with a Telescopic Sight tool card, which will increase damage to benched V or GX Pokemon by 30. So Morpeko VMAX will deal 50 damage instead. So I've added 1 copy of Telescopic Sight as well. As for energy, I have 2 Recycle Energy, 4 Speed Energy, 1 Weakness Guard, because this build can actually do really well against fighting decks. The Weakness Guard helps you to tank even more hits. And finally 7 Basic Lightning Energy. And that's pretty much it for the deck, but enough talk, let's see some gameplay. Alright, let's get into this next game. We're up against the Dark type build. I am experimenting with this particular setup with the new shift tree. because my other games I basically lose with a lot of bosses orders. So I was thinking maybe to add a shift tree line here so that they won't be able to use their bosses orders. So we are fighting against a Eternatus VMAX deck. So let's just start setting up all of these, switch into Snorlax, and we're just gonna grow them and dice. So the speed energy is very useful if you have a lot of lightning type Pokemon, because when you attach it you can draw 2 cards, so that gives you more options as far as what you can play in your hand. So now we have a Electrode line, Lily's Pokédoll, and a Shift Tree line. This is still experimental, so I'm not sure if Shift Tree will be a good match for this Morpeko VMAX deck. So we'll see. But my final build definitely goes for Oleana, because that one directly removes the boss's orders and put them on the bottom of the deck, of our opponent's deck. So I'm just going to use a quick ball here, and I'm going to start setting up my Morpeko V. And then I'm going to attach the speed energy, and we get an Electrode, so we can even start attacking with the Morpeko V. We can switch in, we can promote Morpeko V, and we can either use Professor's Research or Marnie. Think I'm just gonna Marnie here. We have a Mew. We don't really need Mew for this matchup. I think I'm just gonna use a Buzzap generator to get these two basic energies from our deck onto Morpeko V. And let's see. I think I'm just gonna use Spark actually, and do some chip damage on the other Eternatus V. Because if we evolve into Morpeko VMAX, it's like 180 damage, right? So if we just keep chipping away at this, we can do hit and run for 150, and so we can use the we can finish off the Eternatus VMAX with Morpeko VMAX's attack. So between those two, because Eternatus VMAX has 340 HP, so at least the first 150 it'll protect us. You know, we can retreat back, and then we can attack with the final blow with our VMAX. I'm just gonna put another energy on Morpeko V, and then we're gonna Marnie. So they have an Eternatus VMAX on the bench, so I'm just gonna use Electro Wheel here, discard an energy, and then I'm gonna switch into let's switch into this Lily's Pokédoll. That way our opponent doesn't get any prize cards for that. Good, we have Recycle Energy all set, so we can just continue to use Electro Wheel. So our opponent gets another Eternatus VMAX. Now they can KO any of our Pokemon as of right now. We got Telescopic Scope, we can use that, but should we? We have our Shift Tree, so that will prevent them from gusting. Okay, like that. But unfortunately, Shift Tree is not set up yet, so there's really nothing we can do about that. I'm thinking Shift Tree is not... I mean, it could be a good option for this particular build, but it just takes a while to get Shift Tree into its stage 2. So I think I'm just gonna Gormandize, attaching that recycle energy on Snorlax to offload our hand. That way we get more cards. And even if they knock out Snorlax, we can just we get that recycle energy back into our hand. We have a Quick Ball. I think we need to we definitely need to start setting up another Morpeko V into our bench. I wish I had a Voltorb, so we can set up our Electrode right away. We can start attacking with Morpeko VMAX or Morpeko V. So now we're down to 2 prizes. I think I'll just put the Lilis Pokédoll for now and evolve Cursola here. I'm gonna get rid of the Telescopic Scope, and we do need to start setting up a Morpeko V because it is our main attacker. Attach this speed energy. We have a boss's order. We can gust one of their Pokemon, but they could just probably retreat. So it's just Marnie. We get a Evolution Incense, which is good. I think I'm just gonna use that. Start setting up this Shift Tree line. Use Quick Ball, and then let's see. We can use Tapu Koko. Get another energy off of that. Let's do that. Yeah. Just put these 2 lightning energies. So at least now Morpeko V just needs 1 more energy and we'll be good to go. And I'm just gonna pass for now. I just need 1 more energy. We can use Skyla. Maybe get an Evo Incense to get our Morpeko VMAX so we can get a KO. And even if they're able to attack with the other Eternatus VMAX, it's still not gonna knock out Morpeko VMAX because Eternatus only hits for 270, so we'll have 30 HP left. Okay, well that changes everything. I think I'm just gonna promote Cursola. So if they knock it out, they'll get a prize card for it, but at least we'll get 3. Okay, well, there's our Evo Incense. We can use Professor's Research to draw more cards, and then we can get an energy off of that. Well, there you go. Oh, we got 3 prize card off of the Cursola's ability, so we're good. We have Memory Capsule, which is really good. So I think we'll just promote Morpeko V. Will we win this game? That's the thing. They can start attacking with this Eternatus VMAX and they can just win this game. So I'll just attach a Memory Capsule here, evolve into Morpeko VMAX. I think we are a turn ahead of them though. Let me get a Shift Tree. But you know what? I'm thinking about it now. This Shift Tree won't be as useful as I would like anyways, because they only need 1 prize card. If they knock it out, that's gonna be the end of it. So let's just attach, you know, let's just attach this. We can get another Cursola. And I'm just gonna max discharge because again, they won't be able to knock out our Morpeko VMAX. If they have Boss's Order, they got this game. So it's either they have it or they don't. Again, that's my motto. So hey, at least we got 3 prize card off of the other Cursola. Okay, they're gonna Marnie, so we're safe. Either they retreat with this Eternatus VMAX, or if they retreat, we just knock out the next Pokemon and hope for the best. You know, maybe we can get a Cursola double KO, and then we can go for a death match or something like that. Alright, so they decided to just attack. You know, we got the game, you know. Let's do it. Max discharge for the win. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, let's choose heads. We lose the coin flip. Yeah, I like that name. Jar Jar Fat. Jar Jar Fat. Okay, we got Snorlax. That's a good start. We can set up our Lily's Pokédoll. And let's see. Let us see. Okay, cool. So we're up against the Donphan build. Our Morpeko VMAX is weak against Donphan, so this is definitely a bad matchup for us. And they are only giving up one prize card, so if they knock out our Morpeko VMAX, then we're done for. Okay, they're also using Spiritomb, which is very it's a hard hitter, let's just put it that way. Okay, we got a Voltorb. We can put that into play, use Lily's Pokédoll, and I think I'm just gonna Marnie. I don't want to just discard all of these. Those are really good cards. And we got an Electrode, which is really good. We can use Quick Ball, get rid of that one Lightning Energy, and get ourselves Morpeko V. Start setting it up. We can put this weakness energy on it. Yeah, that actually helps. I'm just gonna Gormandize. So that'll remove our weakness against Donphan's fighting type advantage. So now we can energize Morpeko V. We can even just one hit it with Morpeko VMAX, because we're dealing 180 damage. But the thing is, they also have Spiritomb. But you know what? Morpeko VMAX, actually, we're good with that, because we can hit for bench damage, and if they put enough damage on their Spiritomb, we can easily knock them out in one sweep. Dude, Donphan, man, 1 energy for 120. And our Snorlax is weak against it, so let's just promote Morpeko V, because we can one hit this Donphan anyways. So I'm just gonna use Electrode, evolve that, put this Speed Energy. Okay, we got a Chaotic Swell. Alright, let's use another Quick Ball, and let's see. We can get another Morpeko V set up. And I'm just gonna use Buzz Up Generator. Get our, oh, that's our last 2 energies. So I think I'm just gonna put one and then put one on the bench. So now we're ready to attack with Morpeko V. And I think I'm just gonna use Electro Wheel for the knockout. And then I think I'm just gonna switch into Lily's Pokédoll. Yep, so that they won't get any prize cards for that. And alright, we got a Recycle Energy. Oh dude, you know what? I just realized that what did I do? I discarded the Weakness Guard energy. I mean, they have Donphan. We probably needed that, but oh my gosh. Okay, well, make mistakes. They're gonna switch Cursola. Okay. So with the Cape of Toughness, it makes it harder to knock out these Spiritombs. I mean, we can evolve into Cursola, so if they knock it out, we can potentially get a prize card off of that as well. So now we have two Morpeko VMAX we can set up. I'll leave the other one unevolved because we don't have memory capsule yet. So we might have to use the hit and run tactics with the Morpeko V. Until we have that memory capsule on our VMAX, then we're just gonna straight out attack. Which we can do, but you know, foolish me, I discarded that weakness guard. But we'll make do, you know. Again, that's the thing with playing this deck. You think ahead, but then when you think too far, you forget about the now, and then you start making mistakes. Alright, so there's their Donphan. Alright, they're gonna continue to increase attack damage on these Spiritombs. Yeah, so we can't... I mean, we can knock it out. But I'm thinking if we use Morpeko VMAX attack, you know, we can't knock out their Spiritombs with bench damage, dealing 20 bench damage. So I think I'm just gonna switch into Morpeko V, and I'll put Snorlax in the bench and just use Electro Wheel. Yeah, we can't use we can't use Spark, so we will have to use Electro Wheel. Get one prize card off of that Spiritomb. Okay, we'll put Recycle Energy into our bench, or into our hand, and switch into Lily's Pokédoll. So I forgot to mention that I'm still experimenting again with the boss's order dilemma, like every time I mention it. Oh my gosh. So I included the Galarian Berserker, the new one, in hopes of being able to set it up, put a Metal Energy on it, and then just discard their boss's orders, all of their boss's orders, like, you know, especially late game. We can use boss's order. Our opponent uses boss's orders to gust our Morpeko V, you know, just like what happened. But you know, it's looking like it's not a good it's not a good thing to have unless you have a full metal deck. It's easier to set up, but with this Morpeko VMAX, it's not as easy. So I'll just attach Recycle Energy on this Morpeko VMAX, and let's see what other options we got. I can either use Malo and Lana to switch out. I think I'm just gonna use Quick Ball, get the Dedenne-GX ready. I'm just gonna use Oleana, get rid of the Recycle Energy and Electrode. Let's see, let's get rid of their Professor's Research, and I'm just gonna use the Dedenne-GX. I think we do have a boss order, and there's our memory capsule. Ooh, you know, we can use the Tool Scrapper and remove these, and then it should knock out these two Spiritomb. Two prize cards. Dude, I'm alright with that. We just have to take care of the Donphan. So I'll put this Lily's Pokédoll back into our deck, and we can't gust. I'll just use Electro Wheel. Yeah. So, you know, their Donphan can't knock out our Morpeko VMAX. Alright, we have an air balloon. Can put that on Cursola. And we have a boss's order, so you know, either they gust our Morpeko VMAX. We can remove Lily's Pokédoll, and then put Morpeko VMAX into the active for the win. So they're gonna Marnie. Well, that's a good sign because now we can't. They can't use boss's order in their turn. So we're good. Yeah, we could just Lily's Pokédoll, remove it from the active, move in Morpeko VMAX into the active for the win. So not too bad. This was a fun match actually. Even though we were disadvantaged by typing. Alright, they concede. Good game. Alright, we're up against a not sure what this is. Purple deck. Alright, we got Cursola. We can use this Lily's Pokédoll onto our bench. Alright. Got a Dragapult lineup here. Should we get a Snorlax? I think I'll just start setting up Morpeko V. Use this Lily's Pokédoll onto our bench. Attach a Speed Energy so we can get 2 more cards. And we'll just end our turn. We have the option of getting 2 more cards using Speed Energy onto Morpeko V. And then we can probably Marnie. Our opponent's gonna Professor's Research. Pokemon Communication. Oh, okay. They exchange the Dedenne-GX for Dragapult VMAX. So it's looking like we are up against Dragapult VMAX and Baby Dragapult deck. Let's see. Can use Marnie. Yeah, I think that's just what I'm gonna do. I'll just do that. So we're gonna Marnie. Oh, there's the Meowth. Yeah, we can play that. Evolve into VMAX. Put this memory capsule. Use the Dedenne-GX. We can use the Chaotic Swell. We can use Tapu Koko actually to fully energize Morpeko. You can get Cursola. You can evolve that. So even if they knock it out, we have a chance of knocking out their own. Knocking out our opponent's Pokemon. I can use Dance of the Ancients. Yeah, we can put one on the Dedenne-GX because you know with the Dedenne-GX, when we can use the GX attack to paralyze, so that could be an option. So that energy on Dedenne is not wasted. That's actually one of the reasons why I choose the Dedenne-GX instead of Crobat, because of that. Because we can actually attack with the Dedenne-GX. Alright, so there's their Dragapult VMAX. Gonna evolve into that. They're gonna... Ooh, they also had Gengar tag team. Gonna Dedenne. There's their Dragapult. Rare Candy, alright. So with this Dragapult, that can actually prevent damage. It has the potential of preventing damage, but it won't protect it from it shouldn't protect it from Cursola's ability because it's an ability, it's not an attack. So let's see if we are successful. Okay. Unfortunately that didn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna promote Morpeko VMAX. Let's put this Voltorb onto our bench. Put another energy because we will be discarding that. And I'm just gonna use Cynthia and Caitlyn. Get rid of this balloon. Get our Marnie back. We have another Voltorb. I don't think we need another one. Let's see. I'm just gonna Electro Wheel. Sweet. So we can... So the thing is, our opponent flips that coin. If they get heads, they prevent the attack. So they got tails, so we were able to knock it out, which is really good. And now we switch into Lily's Pokédoll. They won't be able to get a prize card even if they set up their Dragapult VMAX. But it won't be able to attack just yet. I mean, it can, but it's not gonna be able to attack with the one that also deals damage counters on the bench. And they're gonna Marnie. Alright, cool. So we got an Electrode. Not that we need it, but that we can use that for setting up our other Morpeko if we need to. Let's see. Okay, we got a Metal Energy on our deck, so we can definitely use this Meowth or this Berserker. I can attach it on Morpeko VMAX just in case we need it. Oh, we have a switch. We can use switch. Yeah, let's switch out. And then let's see. Yeah, let's just use Electro Wheel for another prize. Get rid of one energy. Okay, and then switch into Lily's Pokédoll again. Sweet, very nice. And we're just gonna continue to do that. Max Phantom, okay. And they're just gonna continue to chip away at our Morpeko VMAX. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. So let's put this Recycle Energy onto our Morpeko. And I wonder if we should set up another one. I'm just gonna Marnie for now. Maybe that'll disrupt our opponent's hand. Let's see. Oh, we got our Metal Energy. Could use that. Sweet. So if in case they have like Boss's Order, we can mess that up. I think I'll just put another Voltorb. That way we can switch into it if we need to. But for now, we should be able to tank because Dragapult VMAX only does 130 damage. So if they attack our Morpeko VMAX, you know, we're gonna survive. Okay, they're gonna poison us using Koga's Trap. Yeah, we should be good. We are good. See, that's the thing. You can hit and run with just a plain Morpeko V, but if you evolve into VMAX, you can tank more hits like this. So, let's see. Now, let's use Evolution Incense and evolve into Voltorb. It only has 90. It only has 90 HP, so it's not gonna survive another attack from Dragapult. We got another switch. Let's switch into Dedenne. We can use his GX attack, but I think I'm just gonna retreat and then just knock out this Dragapult. You know, max discharge. There you go. And we just need one more prize, and then we win the game. Yep. So even if they knock out Morpeko VMAX, we should be good. Oh, okay. So they concede. Good game. Morpeko VMAX is still going strong with the help of the new memory capsule and Galarian Cursola. You won't always win with this deck because Morpeko VMAX's HP is below average amongst other VMAXs, and there's Boss's Orders. But other than that, this is definitely an interesting build to try out. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.